Almost every single in-person interview starts the same way. You walk into the recruiter or hiring manager's office. After greeting you with a handshake, offering you a place to sit and maybe a cup of coffee, they then turn to you and say, "So, tell me about yourself." And as video interviews are becoming even more popular, that question is often asked just seconds after the meeting launches. I found that this typical first interview question gives candidates the most anxiety because it feels too open-ended. Clients often stress if they're sharing too much, not sharing the right information, or if they sound uninteresting. I'd like to stress that the key to answering this critical first question is to anticipate the question before your interview and to craft thoughtful answers in advance. A great answer is not sharing your entire life story, starting from when you grew up on the farm in Iowa, but instead sharing a targeted answer that speaks to your audience and the pain points of the specific job opportunity. A lot of job seekers feel like they need to address everything in this one question: why they want to work for this company, why they're looking for a job, what they plan to do in the first 90 days, and then they end up giving a 10-minute Shakespearean-style monologue. As a former recruiter, I've been on the receiving end of long responses. And as much as I hate to admit this to you, I sometimes couldn't keep focused on their content and zoned out. And I'm not alone. It's natural for us to lose engagement. In fact, research shows that the average person's attention span caps out at 5 minutes. The ideal length to tell me about yourself should be between 90 seconds and 2.5 minutes long. While there are many great ways to answer "tell me about yourself," today I'm going to share one of my favorite formulas. You'll start with a hook, give 2 strengths that relate to the job, and then WIFM, which stands for "what's in it for me." I want you to start with a hook or a story to draw your audience in. Stories are remembered up to 22 times more than facts alone. A great story should include how you fell into your field or why you do what you do. Then you'll want to transition into 2 strengths related to the position that you're interviewing for. For example, if the role wants you to build a team and recruitment is a strength of yours, you could highlight that in your introduction. Finally, as you close out your response, consider that the hiring manager is asking themselves, "What's in this for me? Will this person meet my needs?" As they're listening to your response, when you finish with a WIFM, you are briefly sharing why you're excited about this specific opportunity and this specific company. Your closing comment is also a great time to tie in the company's mission statement and how it aligns with your personal mission statement. Here's an example following my formula.
Well, when I enlisted in the Navy, I barely knew how to swim, but 7 years later, not only was I a proficient swimmer, but I was a decorated military officer. And when I was transitioning out of the military, similarly, I'd never sold anything in my life, but I needed to find a way to make money to support my family. So I dove in head first, and 37,000 odd cold calls later, and I was labeled the rising star amongst over 200 new sales agents. I really learned that I thrive in this kind of sink or swim scenario, and I've proven to myself that I can be a great individual contributor, but I'm really looking to make that next step to mentor other people coming into this world of sales. So when I think about my strengths and how they align with this role, I'm a people person, a natural salesperson, but I love data analytics. For instance, last year, I made $37 million in sales revenue by evaluating and understanding some untapped market potential by using this data analytical approach. And lastly, I want to work for a company that's making a difference. And your company's mission as a healthcare tech company really aligns with my own personal ethos in bringing healthcare access to everyone.
Don't you just love how he started with a story to hook the interviewer in and then aligned his answers with the responsibilities of the job that he was interviewing for? In closing, make sure that you practice your answer so that you feel comfortable and natural. You don't want to sound robotic. You also want to make sure that you're concise. The goal in answering this question is to give just enough information to spark their interest in learning more about you.